The slotting of the top 3 contenders.
Which brings us to tonight. Tonight we will have Jeff Hardy, Abyss, Mr. Anderson, 3-way dance to determine the #1 contender for Van Dam's title at Victory Road. We're going to have that 3-way tonight. It's big.
That's going to be huge. We're going to find out who gets that.
I mean, Nature Boy time here.
Well, it's Ric Flair's music, but, I mean, is it going to be Ric Flair or Jay Lethal?
That's a good point. You never know. What do you hope it is? I hope it's the Nature Boy, the real one.
Yeah, that's not Memorex. That's the real deal.
1980 wants their commercial back.
I'm about to make an announcement that's going to rewrite the history books of the greatest sport in the world, professional wrestling. Stay tuned. When I talk, the world listens.
What's this about?
Oh, I don't know. Sounds big, though.
His Hack Zone. It's time for Ric Flair's historic announcement.
Tonight, Ric Flair tells the TNA wrestling world and the world in general that we're going to reform the 4 Horsemen.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Only, we're going to call this new group Fortune. So stick that in the back of your mind, because Fortune will change the destiny of this business going forward, and it'll change the direction of TNA forever. Let me tell you about the 4 Horsemen. You know why we were the most dominant wrestling group of all time? You know why? Because we lived, died, breathed, led every day of our life trying to be the best of whatever we were doing. Whether it was wrestling at night, drinking at a bar, making love to a woman, we were the best. Hey, you think for 1 minute that Arn Anderson would look at me like that? He'd be screaming and hollering. He'd grab that skinny kid right there, bring him in here, rub his face in that, stop a hold of him. That's what you need to do. You see that? Yeah, hey, what are you talking about? Barry Windham would pick you up and throw you out in the crowd. Yeah, you. Talking about Barry Windham. Tully Blanchard, hey, Beer Money, I love you guys. You're big time muscle, right? Tully Blanchard and Ole Anderson would eat you both for lunch. That's the state of mind we had. We lived, breathed, died, and sweat to be the very best we could be. I promise you, these are the 4 leading contenders, but each and every one you need to know. Oh, excuse me, Desmond. I forgot about you. That's because you're the Lex Luger of the 4 Horsemen. You think you're some big-time player? You were never nothing. Now, let's see what you got going forward. Got it, guys? It's not the 4 Horsemen. It's the same figures, but it's Fortune. It's TNA, and it's time for a change. Got it? Yeah. And as far as you, Lethal, are you kidding me? Do you understand? Do you know what Ric Flair is in the industry? Do you know who I am? Huh? Shut up about Lethal. You have any idea what you did to yourself? You committed suicide. Jay Lethal, a little pissant from New Jersey, beat the...
Nature Boy's not going to be happy about this. Speaking of Jay Lethal, he's interrupted Ric Flair and his Fortune faction.
Woo! hear that punk right there say anything about the 4 horsemen? The greatest group of men to ever grace God's green earth. I didn't hear that, because as far as I'm concerned, it looks like the horsemen were here, they took a dump in the ring, and they left that.
Wow.
I'll come up there and I'll break your neck right now, punk.
I had the privilege to be on the road, up and down. Late nights, parties, kissing the girls, and making them cry. With the horsemen, you guys, as far as I'm concerned, are no horsemen. That is disrespectful to me and this wrestling business. Mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all? Why ain't you, Nature Boy? Not that pisshead Jay Lethal. Hey! That's right.
Whoop.
Come on,
Duck
brothers.
tails.
Let's see what you got. Let's see your Rolex. Let's see what you got. Come on.
Throw all your clothes away, Rick.
Come on. Let's see what you got.
You want to see something?
Yeah.
Let me show you something.
I want to see it.
Well, Flair's got one shoe on, by the way.
You want to see it?
Yeah. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Watch this. He is driving Flair nuts, man.
Right there is the greatest thing you have ever seen. You can't be me. You can't do me. And I'm cutting you off right now.
You're cutting me off.
Yeah.
You don't cut me off.
Woo!
Hey, don't you start that with me.
Woo! Woo!
Don't you be upset.
Limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun that could kiss any woman right here, even that fat one, and make her cry.
Big man, don't get me wrong. Don't you be upset because they tore Old Space Mountain down. Don't be upset. But hey, because of Rick,
oldest ride, longest line. Woo! Woo!
Well, Rick, thanks to me, Space Mountain.
See what you got, man. Let's see what you got.
There's the other shoe drop. You know what? To that.
This is insane.
You want
Come
to
on,
see
bring it.
something? You know what?
Woo!
You're gonna come to the ring right now.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Damnedest thing I've ever
You
seen.
got nothing.
Limousine riding, Rolex wearing, kiss stealing. Brother, watch this, girls. Woo! You honey. Woo! Yeah, you honey.
That ride has been shut down long enough. Thanks
Shut
to me.
your mouth.
If you, Nate,
Listen here, Tinkerbell.
if that man can't even control
I'm not
Chelsea,
out here
he sure as hell can't control
being
me.
a cheap imitation of a legend, the greatest wrestler who ever lived.
Yes. Yes.
I am out here making a name for myself. So why suggest tonight you do the same thing? You take that ghetto booty, take it off a Space Mountain for 5 seconds and put it in this ring, because I'm going to kick it.
Big talk from a man who can't even control Chelsea. Hey, you know what Chelsea told me? You want to know what she told me? She said, hey,
I tried the old guy. Young guys are much faster, stronger, hey, and they're 60-minute men, that is. Wow! 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 See, Tom, you don't know what 60 minutes is. You don't know what 60 is in the bedroom or the ring.
Desmond, you got it. You want me tonight?
Yeah.
You got it.
We want you all night long.
Desmond, tonight you're going to find out that jumping on is a lot easier than jumping on.
Wow! That's my line.
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 That's my line. Come on. Come on.
We're stealing.
That's Flair's line. He's stole about 10 of Flair's lines.
That's my line.
That's my line.
I'll prove it. I'll prove it. I'll
It's
prove
my
it.
line.
Let Desmond take care. I'm going to let Desmond take care. I'll prove it.
Take care of business tonight, and I'll make you the first member of Fortune. But if you lose, you're history forever. And you, baby, get ready to ride the mountain tonight. Woo!
Now next week, Velvet Sky's got to deal with that. She's got to deal with this Hellcat, Angelina Love. I like this attitude out of Angelina.
This is what I was trying to tell everybody. I don't care what anybody says. I'll never be able to get over the fact that I'm sharing a locker room with guys that I dreamed of.
I wish Andre was alive. He'd have loved you. But here's the deal, bro. All these imitations that you do of Flair and Mach and all this stuff, that's all like hee ha ha icing on the cake, and that's not why we were attracted to you. You know, we saw something in you we haven't seen in a long time. And I'm not going to diss TNA, because they're doing a lot of great things right. But as soon as we saw this raw energy in you and this raw talent, all we had to do was put you in the right spot. And all of a sudden you went to this level, and now you're staying up there. That's what's so cool about this. I mean, it's really intense to watch somebody like you do this thing consistently in main event status. So it's not just a hee-hee-ha-ha joke that gets you, bro. You're gifted with talent, man.
I mean, I couldn't have done it if I hadn't had that dream of being in the ring, and even in the same place with guys like you and Flair. Just yesterday, me and my brother, we were wrestling around the living room. I'm trying to put him in the figure four. This is all happening fast, man. It's crazy.
The dream, the energy, the physicalities, the talent, it all came together. But now it's going to get more intense, because now you've got to a place where a lot of these guys aren't going to get to. Now you're up there. You've got a target on your back, and brother, it's going to get real interesting now. You better hang on for this ride.
I'm going to hang on as tight as I can, Hulk.
All right, brother.
All right, thanks,
You need to learn how to do the Hulk Hogan impersonation.
Yeah, I think I might got a little something in. Yeah, maybe I'll tweak the Savage voice just a little bit. You guys go to some same little bit.
Introducing his opponent from Elizabeth, New Jersey, Jay Lethal. Oh, Jay Lethal, the man who's been a thorn in the side of Ric Flair. He's been on quite a roll. The roll continued Sunday at Slammiversary. He defeated AJ Styles, and to me, not only did that set Ric Flair off, but it did wonders for the confidence level of Jay Lethal.
You're absolutely correct on that, Mike. I mean, Ric Flair, I thought he was going to bust a blood vessel out here. He was getting so crazy. But right now, a great opportunity for Desmond Wolfe to curry favor for Ric Flair and end up the first member, as you said, of Fortune, Ric Flair's new group.
Desmond Wolfe right in the face of Chelsea. Is that Tommy Dreamer again?
Tommy Dreamer. We saw him at Slammiversary. He showed up. I tried calling Tommy all week. I texted him. Nothing. No reply. I want to know what's going on. What is he doing?
You don't have any idea?
No, I really don't.
As close as you've been to Tommy Dreamer through the years?
This guy for years and years. I don't know what's going on.
You have treated me better than...
I think our live audience just realized that the innovator of violence is here. And but right now, got to focus on this match.
And Desmond Wolfe dominant from the outset. That hammerlock shot and then driving Lethal down to the mat. But then after every offensive move, after every big explosive shot, he goes over and screams at Chelsea.
Speaking of script, Chelsea tripped. She kind of lost her. Missed a step.
Opening up.
Yeah,
Desmond Wolfe.
Lighting up Desmond Wolfe. As Tommy Dreamer is still looking on here.
Lethal now. Unloading the offense with a shot. Caught him with the kick right in the face. And of course, the new TNA ranking set to be announced later tonight. You have to wonder the recent success of Jay Lethal, if that's going to be reflected in the new rankings.
Keeps hitting those handspring elbows like that. He'll get a lot of success, and as you can see that Tommy Dreamer is sitting in the audience.
Certainly grabbed the attention of the crowd here at the Impact Zone as Lethal takes Wolfe out of the corner, elevates him up, caught him on the way down, goes for the cover. Got him! Down, and another win for Jay Lethal.
Winner of the match, Jay Lethal.
Well, no fortune for Desmond. What an impressive victory and an impressive move. We saw Jay Lethal pull out move out this past Sunday at Slammiversary on AJ Styles. Tommy Dreamer's impressed.
Post-match celebration with the crowd here at the Impact Zone for Jay Lethal. And a tremendous win for Lethal over Desmond Wolfe. And in the process, Desmond Wolfe doesn't make it into Ric Flair's group fortune, but he sure got a shot in on Lethal.
You could see the frustration in the face of Desmond Wolfe. He realized the opportunity is gone thanks to Lethal defeating him. And all bringing her to that snap down. Wait, now here comes Flair.
Flair striding down the ramp with purpose as Desmond Wolfe continues the beatdown on Jay Lethal.
Oh, Ric Flair despises Jay Lethal. This feels like Jay Lethal has no respect for him. Oh my God!
Defenseless, being held by Desmond Wolfe. But now Flair reacts, Desmond Wolfe reacts, and everybody in the Impact Zone reacts because here comes Hulk Hogan.
And if Ric Flair hates anyone more than Jay Lethal, it might even be Hulk Hogan. I think Hulk Hogan realized what was about to happen to Jay Lethal because Wolfe had Jay Lethal's arms trapped behind him, and while Flair was about to go to town on Lethal. Impressive win, though, for Jay Lethal on Desmond Wolfe.
How about this endorsement? No less than Hulk Hogan raising your hand in victory.
Enough is enough. This is the reason why a company like TNA is on fire right now, because of guys like Jay Lethal. You know, whoever dreamed that a little teeny Hulkamaniac or Ric Flair maniac would be sitting home in Elizabeth, New Jersey with his brother and his mother, and then one day be in a main event ring? Who would have ever dreamed that? You know, Lethal, I'm so high on you, brother, I forgot I was a TNA executive. And since I'm getting ready to make this huge announcement, I think we need to get the dirtiest player in the game, Ric Flair, out here to hear this, brother. Yo, Rick, get your ass out here.
Hulk Hogan calling out the Nature Boy.
Oh, what is the announcement? You know what this is about?
I don't have any
You
idea.
can stop right there, Flair. That's far enough. You've been a thorn in Jay Lethal's side since he stepped up to that next level, brother. You've tried to hold him down. And you know, Flair, I think sometimes they say imitation is the highest form of flattery. But in this case, imitation is going to bite you in the ass, because this little boy grew up to be a great big man, and he's running on your main event level. So now that I'm a TNA executive, I think it's time for me to make a man's dream come true. Because at Victory Road, brother, ooh yeah, it's gonna be Ric Flair against Jay Lethal.
Wow! Hulk Hogan, he does make dreams come true. Lifelong dream for Jay Lethal to come true at Victory Road.
Jay Lethal's beaming. Ric Flair's living. Lethal Flair. Victory Road.
What's up, man?
Hey, Jay, you have a visitor.
Oh, right now, who? Oh, no way.
Yo, what's going on, bro?
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Time out. I didn't think you were really coming, man. I thought you were joking.
Man, I had to come through, man. You got Flair at Victory Road, man.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I can't believe it. Look, I'm actually doing it, man. Can you believe that?
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, man. I'm going to do it for me, you, and I'm going to make Mommy and Daddy proud, too. Mom was crying the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah. But, hey, I tell you what, there's free food at Catering. I know how much you like to mooch off people.
Yeah.
Go get some food, man.
Yo, good luck out there.
I'll be right there.
All right.
No way. I can't believe you made it, man. Holy cow.
The conversation that you had with Flair.
Exactly. I was getting to that. I had a conversation with Ric Flair earlier today, and he said, Taz, listen, here's the deal. Everybody, I'm looking at everybody right now. Not just AJ Styles and Beer Money and Kazarian, as we saw Desmond Wolfe. His chance is gone. He was not victorious last week, so his chance is gone. And Flair said he's watching, he's looking at everyone right now.
And the association with Ric Flair, that's done wonders for Kazarian's career as well, both in-ring and I think in the pocketbook. Remember the situation with Flair giving him the Rolex watch as he gets Lethal up into the air and, well, got him in a tough position here. Hangs him out on the ropes and then drills him with the kick.
It's like a punt right in the face. Kazarian, we've seen over, past several weeks here in Impact how Ric Flair's mannerisms, Ric Flair's cockiness and his swagger is rubbing off on Kazarian. Whoa, no, man.
Talked about it earlier, now receiving word that it's going to be up next here on Impact, that Jeff Jarrett showdown with Sting, and this is the opportunity for Jarrett to get revenge for himself and pretty much everybody in TNA. Big leg drop. And then going to go back down and ground Lethal and neutralize him. Wait a minute. Whoa, hold on a second, Taz. I'm getting worried there's something happening backstage.
Hey, I think that's Ric Flair and AJ Styles. Who is that?
Your brother's a bad guy.
Hey, wait, I think that's Jay Lethal's brother.
I just heard Flair say something about your brother to him. And let Flair and Styles. Lethal has no idea, obviously, that they're beating the hell out of his brother during this match.
That's his brother Muhammad. He just came to visit him. He's getting his rear end kicked.
Lethal with the series of shots, driving the elbow deep into the midsection of Kazarian and then lights him up. Chop to the chest, and Kazarian goes right back to it. Oh, Lethal shoots him off and drills him. Elbow first, then the running clothesline.
Now Jay Lethal shifted into another gear. There's that handspring back elbow.
Bam!
Beautiful. I said that Slammiversary, man. It reminds me of the Great Muta. Used to do that move. I gotta tell you, I think Lethal does it better.
More velocity, that's for sure. There he goes, shot off into the ropes, and that time Kazarian saw him coming in and got the elbow up.
Oh, nice block. Look at that roll.
Side roll.
Oh,
Got a low blow and gets two.
Wow. I've never seen nothing like that. It was pretty cool the way Lethal blocked that low blow attempt into a roll-up.
Yeah, one step ahead was Jay Lethal, and all of a sudden,
Kazarian cleaning the clock of Lethal.
Momentum shifts in the favor of Kazarian, and he may be one step closer to joining Ric Flair's new group, Fortune.
Hey, I personally think Kazarian would be a perfect fit in Ric Flair's group, his new group. He's got the skill set, does Kazarian.
Don't know if AJ Styles would agree with you. Oh, went for the lethal combination, instead blocked. Kazarian, quick
That's
cut,
it.
quick
That's it.
pin. Oh, just two.
Look at the frustration right here in Kazarian. He's hot. He thought he had to win. I would say one what Ric Flair's doing watching this match, but Ric Flair and AJ Styles, as we saw moments ago, beating the hell out of Jay Lethal's brother, Muhammad.
Lethal staggers to his feet. Oh, Kazarian going to go for that spike-style pile driver. Instead, the reversal. Oh! Lethal injection. Quick cover. Lethal gets two and got him for the 3 count. The winner of the match, Jay Lethal. Yet another impressive victory for Jay Lethal. You're right, Taz, but on a tremendous roll.
Unfortunately, Mike, trying to interrupt, Jay Lethal is unbeknownst to him, has no clue that his brother was getting beat up backstage, as far as we know. I don't know if it's still going on, by Ric Flair and AJ Styles. But absolutely a tremendous victory for Lethal. Where does this put Kazarian now with Ric Flair and Fortune? Is Kazarian out? Is he in? I don't know. It's a trap.
Lethal celebrating.
Lethal! AJ Lethal! AJ Lethal! It's the Nature Boy talking to you. Look, brother, look at this. Did your brother have? This is a sample of what's going to happen to you. Hey, Victory Road, you want a shot at me? Remember this. The day your mother lets you get into business will be the saddest day of your life.
They're not done. They're not done beating him down, Taz.
That's the problem when you're dealing with Ric Flair. You never know what he's going to do.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I think I did that in high school. Somebody once in the hallway.
Decapitation clothesline?
Oh, that forearm to the face. Well, watch the quickness here, Joe. Oh, right on the airbag. Here comes Joe.
Tremendous shot with the boot. Follow up with that senton backsplash.
Got him.
Into the pin. Weight positioning wasn't great on the pin attempt there for Joe.
Yeah, I think Joe's weight was a little too much on the mat as opposed to being on the sternum and chest of AJ Styles. I think Samoa Joe's starting to get into that zone where he's starting to feel that he's got AJ on the ropes and ripe for the picking, as the cliche goes.
You talked about the cocksure attitude of Styles. That was a pretty cocky and confident look on the face of Samoa Joe.
Muscle buster here.
He's going to try. Oh, AJ able to drop down out of the muscle buster. And again, we talked about how they know each other so well.
Yeah, look at those round kicks, by the way, right to the hamstring. Caught that one. Look at that dragon screw by AJ Styles. Really working on that knee, maybe setting up Joe for that figure 4. Here it comes.
Oh, but Joe's able to counter. Drops him down the rear naked choke. If he can get it applied, AJ's fighting it. But there's the Kakita clutch from Joe.
Legs are in. Tap. Oh! No choice but to tap.
The winner of the match, via chokeout submission, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
How big is that mic for Samoa Joe, who's sitting at number 6 as a top 10 contender, just defeated via submission the number 4 contender.
Samoa Joe's got to move up in the rankings. Based on that, you know the championship committee is going to take note of Samoa Joe's submission win over the phenomenal AJ Styles. And I was looking at Ric Flair after AJ tapped out. Oh, and you can sense that the Nature Boy is not happy.
I don't know, maybe showing a little respect here. Maybe he respects the effort that, maybe Flair's respecting that, or maybe not. Maybe being roared out a little bit. Disappointment, I think. Where's disappointment, AJ?
You know, Kazarian doesn't help matters any, does he?
He's got to be loving this. Because there's been that, two brothers trying to get Big Daddy's attention here between, that friction between Kazarian and AJ. Wow, you see that smirk. Kazarian's loving it.
Well, that picture told the story, didn't it?
This picture tells it too. And leaving AJ in the ring.
You see the physical nature of the match with Samoa Joe as we have the close-up look at AJ, who's asked for the microphone.
this ring. I beat you like a little girl. A crying little girl. Oh no? Oh no, I wouldn't beat you. How big a man are you? Huh, funny boy, how big a man are you? How about next week, you and I mix it up?
I'd love to see that.
Rick, are you cool with that? Good.
Well, I told you, AJ was cocksure. He just you got to beat Levy.
In the world you want to survive in and be some in, you're standing in front of God right now. You want to be Ric Flair? You want to make fun of me? Imitation is not the greatest form of flattery when you're trying to be Ric Flair. There's only one. Not taking it completely as an insult.
Low blow and then the knife edge chop from Lethal. And he's got Flair in position to go for the figure four. Is he going to do it?
But we're going to reform the four horse only. We're going to call this new group Fortune.
As far as I'm concerned, it looks like the Horsemen were here. They took a dump in the ring and they left that.
You can't beat me. You can't do me. And I'm cutting you off right now.
Woo! Hey, don't you start that with me.
Damnedest thing I've ever seen.
You got nothing.
I think that's Jay Lethal's brother.
Did your brother, This is a sample of what's going to happen to you. You want a shot at me? Remember this. The day your brother went into business will be the saddest day of your life.
That's the problem when you're dealing with Ric Flair. You never know what he's going to do.
Go ahead. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Elizabeth, New Jersey, Jay Lethal.
After years of idolizing Ric Flair, last week Jay Lethal found out exactly why Flair is known as the dirtiest player in the game. That's when the Nature Boy got personal, Taz.
Yeah, he sure did. And just I want to point out, the number 7 contender, Jay Lethal, looks to be all business tonight when he walked out here. As we pointed out earlier, I mean, Flair and AJ beat up Lethal's brother last week while Jay was wrestling Kazarian. That's big-time personal. Lethal looks serious right now.
Last week, while wrestling Kazarian, AJ Styles and Ric Flair, a man that I no longer respect, beat up and attacked my younger brother. And I am begging them both to come out here and try it on me. My brother's not a wrestler. He didn't sign up for this. I did. And I swear to God, I'm not leaving this ring until Ric Flair or AJ Styles gets their butt out here. AJ, Ric Flair, get out here right now.
Man, I don't think I've ever seen Jay Lethal like this, Mike. Usually always fun-loving, goofing around, but this is not Ric Flair or AJ right now.
And he's got a scheduled match against the Blueprint, Matt Morgan.
Introducing from Fairfield, Connecticut, the Blueprint, Matt Morgan.
Well, I knew that. I just was saying this wasn't Ric Flair, AJ Styles.
Now, Jay, I have to apologize, and I'm sorry to come out here and have to interrupt you like this. Who am I kidding? No, I'm not. 2 short weeks ago, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, came on out here, and he told the whole world that he was about to form a group called Fortune. And much to the surprise of, nobody, I was the very first person Ric Flair asked to join.
Huh. News to me.
Thank you. Now, I respect Ric Flair for having the wisdom to come to TNA's biggest, toughest dog. I haven't quite made my mind up on what I'm going to do just yet.
But now, Jay, you might want to listen to this part, Jay Lethal, because there was one thing that me and Ric Flair, well, that we could agree on.
Whoa.
Jay Lethal all over the blueprint. Matt Morgan, who fights back with the headbutt. And Lethal, you talked about earlier, Taz. He's always so upbeat, so happy. But after what Flair did last week,
your ass.
I gotta be honest, I gave Lethal his distance today. You could just tell how serious, how emotional Jay Lethal was about Flair's actions toward his brother.
I'll tell you what's serious is this attack right here in the beginning of this match by Matt Morgan. You know, Matt Morgan claiming that Ric Flair had asked him to join Fortune, be the first member. That could be true. I don't know.
I mean, I know that you had the conversation with Flair when he said he wasn't going to limit the Fortune group to just scouting the AJ Styles, the Kazarians, and the Beer Money. So Flair did say he was going to open the door. Have you had any confirmation?
No, I have not. I mean, I'm not on the, Ric Flair email list, but I mean, I'm just saying. I didn't hear this, but it could be true. Maybe Morgan's telling the truth right now. I mean, Jay Lethal came out here demanding to get some of Ric Flair and AJ Styles after what they did to his brother last week. I think Jay Lethal not focused on this monumental challenge of this monster, this gigantic Matt Morgan.
Of course, Lethal has Ric Flair at Victory Road, while the Blueprint is going to face his former tag team champion partner, Big Supermex Hernandez. The two are going to meet in the confines of a steel cage as Morgan, the big 7-footer, tosses Lethal completely overhead, just such ease with that fall-away slam.
I would not want to be trapped inside a steel cage with Hernandez, especially if I was Matt Morgan. But right now, Jay Lethal's got to try and mount some sort of a comeback here to get some momentum on his side. Otherwise, Matt Morgan's going to pick him apart.
I want to remind you that still to come tonight here on Impact, it's not only the TNA knockouts in action, but we will have Abyss versus Jeff Hardy, the monster and the charismatic enigma, with RVD, Rob Van Dam, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, as special referee.
Oh, huge.
That's our Impact main event. And TNA President Dixie Carter, she promised Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff that she would personally address the Sting situation tonight.
Yeah, we got word during the break that our president of TNA here, Dixie Carter, is still looking for Sting, I believe, correct?
That's the story that I hear. And speaking of Sting, Jeff Jarrett absent from tonight's Impact. Got to wonder if his shoulder may be re-injured at the hands of Sting as Morgan rolls back in for the pin and gets two. We haven't been able to get word from Jeff Jarrett, but hope to see him back very soon here in the TNA ring.
Yeah, me too. Hope so. Right now, this has been all Matt Morgan. You could just see the arrogance oozing off of Matt Morgan. I like that about this young competitor. He believes in himself, got something in mind for Lethal. Oh, nobody home. Big bicycle kick. Or I should say maybe the carbon footprint.
Perfect timing from Jay Lethal in avoiding the contact. Almost as you watch this match unfold, you just wonder about Jay Lethal and his focus on Matt Morgan.
That's what I was saying,
As he called out AJ Styles and Ric Flair earlier, but that level of concentration really wasn't there, at least at the start of the match. But now, as Lethal gets it rolling, now fights back. That rocked him. Enziguri-style kick to the back of the head. It's like his concentration level is picked up.
Yeah, well, I guess after you have a giant beating upon you for a few minutes, it kind of wakes you up a little bit. Oh, wow, Lethal. Tremendous drop kick.
Goes for the cover, gets the pin, and gets two on Morgan.
And you see Jay Lethal trying to, and it's working, chopping down that gigantic redwood. That's exactly what Matt Morgan is. Lethal now seems to be locked in the zone here, Mike. Do it, kid. Don't wait.
Watch springboard. Yeah.
Goozle City right there.
Yeah, we saw the springboard coming, and so did Morgan, who just overpowers Lethal.
Oh, my God. That was ugly. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here's Hernandez. The opponent of Matt Morgan at Victory Road. Oh, my God.
Low blow by Supermex on his former tag team partner.
Nothing fancy about that. Here's a a shot in the old Yahtzee. Referee don't see it. Springboard dropkick missile style.
Pin, leg hook, 3 count victory for Jay Lethal. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Jay Lethal.
I want to call that an upset right there. I'll say it. And the winner of the match, Jay Lethal.
I call it turnabout fair play, because it's just like last week when the Blueprint Matt Morgan screwed Hernandez with the low blow, costing Hernandez the match against Samoa Joe.
Big time victory right there for Jay Lethal. A lot of momentum for him going into Victory Road against the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
To capitalize on the dazed Kazarian. Springs off the ropes, but he's elevated to the apron. The wild shot is answered as Kazarian connects with the kick to the midsection.
Kazarian stole it. Oh my God, that was ugly.
Slingshot and then a DDT style move where he drives Styles directly face first into the apron.
And that's the hardest part of the ring. Trust me from experience. The apron of the ring is the hardest part. The corner beat of the ring, which is steel under that canvas and wood. That's got to hurt like hell face first.
Oh, as the two were fighting out on the arena floor, referee Earl Hebner putting in the count. I think he's counted both men out.
Well, Flair don't look impressed with that. Can't blame him. And they're not done. Like two brothers fighting here, right?
Hey! Hey! Come on! Stop it! Let's go! Keep your mouth shut, fat boy, and about to get your ass kicked. Hey, you're two of the best wrestlers alive. Quit dicking around out here, okay? It's over. It's over. You want to be part of this? Yeah. Well, let's get together. Let's get united. Come here. These bunch of punks don't divide us. Look at this. They already admitted they're nothing but assholes. You're a man. A special breed of man. Special breed of man. Victory Road, I got you guys a match. Together. Not going to tell you against who. You're going to bring it and bring it once and for all. Or guess what? You are not going to be happy campers if you don't get together and win on Sunday.
Well, against who? I mean, Flair's not even telling him. He wants him to tag up.
You fat boy.
He wants AJ and Kazarian to work as a cohesive unit, but against who this Sunday?
I gotta admit, I'm intrigued.
I'll see you in the hotel.
Ric Flair says Styles and Kazarian are going to unite. But who will their opponents be at Victory Road? We're going to find out this Sunday. Ric Flair, Sunday at Victory Road. It's a very serious Jay Lethal.
I was overwhelmed a couple weeks ago when Hulk Hogan made the match between me and Ric Flair at Victory Road. But that great feeling that I had was taken away when I was forced to watch my younger brother get beat up by Ric Flair. Do you have any idea what that's like? Can you even begin to imagine how that feels to watch your childhood idol, somebody that you looked up to growing up, do something like that to your own flesh and blood? I'll tell you, it rips your heart out. So Ric Flair at Victory Road, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to rip your heart out. Now, even though the greatest part of my life is in a week, my mind is wrapped around my mother because my mother has been a little ill. The Lethal family is at home taking care of her. But, Mom, I want you to know a few things. And I know you're sitting up right now. One thing I want to let you know, Mom, is I love you very much. I also want to let you know that I plan on making you the proudest mother in the world when I defeat Ric Flair at Victory Road. And Mom, even though you're 1,000 miles away, you will always be right here in my heart, standing next to me.
Taz, when the dirtiest player in the game, Ric Flair, he brought Jay Lethal's family into the equation. That assault on Brother Muhammad that Jay's been talking about, well, he made this a very personal situation.
You don't mess with a man's family, and I guess that's what Flair did here.
I could give a rat's ass about your mother. As a matter of fact, truth be known, your old lady is living vicariously through you because she wants me. Don't be stalking me, brother. You got 3 days to live. Get over there. I'm going to tell you like it is. You're talking to Ric, by God, Flair. You know what that is? Forget about being the greatest wrestler of all time. Forget about style and profile. I am Ric, by God, Flair. You know where my robe is for WrestleMania? It's in the Smithsonian Institute. That's for dead people or people that are real famous. You grew up in a nice family. Your mom and dad love you. My mom and dad put me on the road at 15, and guess what? I've been limousine riding ever since. You don't even know me. Nobody knows me. I've gone to psychiatrists, and after an hour of talking to me, they're laying in the goddamn bed. You know why? Because I'm crazy. And I'll tell you something else about you little punk.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you little punk. If a woman has felt the caress of a nature boy, she is scathed for life. I got an ex-wife walking around the bedroom every night going, where is he? That's Ric Flair. Hence the saying, all night long. I got 1,000 of them. Yeah. Look at these suckers I do. Look at them. Jean, tennis you wearing. You're right back to where you were. You're dressed like a little street punk from New Jersey. You don't belong in my world, much less this ring.
I'm in your world.
Yeah, well, don't push me. Back up, boy. Back up, back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. You got 3 days, and you're going to think about it. You know right now, I'm in your head. You got to beat Ric Flair. I'm not a human. I'm a god. Any woman I want, just like that, right, baby? That's what you got to do in 3 days. You got to wrestle me. Yeah, me, Ric Flair. Think about it. A wrestling icon? No. A living, breathing machine. There are hospitals around the world that want me to donate my body parts to see what makes me go. Yeah.
Well, I might help him.
Yeah. Promise me, help me.
Promise you.
You can't do one thing to me.
No.
I have been cut. I've crashed in airplanes. I've wrecked in cars. Hell, I've been hit by lightning. What are you going to do? 3 days. 3 days. You're going to look your God in the eye, and you're going to get your ass handed to you. God. Your God.
Boy, you can just feel the tension Another big match that we can't wait to see this Sunday. Flair's right 3 days away. Lethal Flair at Victory Road.